Hey people that are interested in cats, the paranormal and things. So today I'm going to try and rehouse. I'll lift this up slowly because they're going to probably dive behind the back. You could possibly see them. Nope, they've done one. They've done one. They're kind of there. Don't know whether you can see them. This is the Poecilotheria Metallica, or the Gouty Sapphire. So they do have this beautiful blue and yellow on them. Well, this one does anyway. I'm not holding out much hope for the legs on this one. It does look a bit... Looking at this, I suspect this could be a male, but I might be wrong. But I think this might be a male. But I want to take them out of this enclosure, because basically I don't like this handle. It needs fixing properly, and to actually sit there and mess around, I'd rather the tarantula wasn't in here. Now I could take them out, fix it, and then put them back, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put them in something better for now. Yes, it's huge, but I think it'd be completely worth it, because at the end of the day, I want them to have more space. Now, I have already set up the enclosure, so we're going to go straight to the floor, and then I'll let you see what I've done. So, I'll see you in a second. I am back. So, this is the enclosure. Probably doesn't need that big water bowl, but I'm just leaving it in there anyway, because people don't realise that Poecilotherias do actually require a little bit of humidity to, you know, it helps with the for when they're molting and everything, and they do need a little bit in there. But in there's a nice big piece of cork bark. Just move this enclosure over. So I'm going to unlock this right away. Oh, fudge. So there we go. Bowl. I will change it for a smaller one, but I've got none left at the moment, so I will change it. Just a 3D skull and the cork bark and bits of moss. It is a bit dry because I did this ages ago, and I just thought I'll set it up and then I'll decide who's going in it, and that's who I've decided. So I think she will look, or he, I'm still suspecting it's a male, look great in here. I will spray down the moss a little bit, but chances are the web up behind, in fact I'll turn it back around. You know, chances are the web up behind, and probably use a bit of this moss to integrate into their web. So it will be fun. So I'm going to try and catch this one up. If I struggle, then I'll catch them up off camera. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. But I'm going to give this a bit of a spray down first before I do anything. So, back in a moment. I am back. Right, I've caught them. I decided not to do it on camera. They're in there now. They're not amused. They did run around the enclosure, the new enclosure. Then they ran around their old enclosure. And then the new one, they decided to run down the side and run underneath. So I must say I've secured the cork bark in there pretty firmly, because that didn't move. Everything else did, but the cork bark didn't. So I'm going to try and get them in here. But just coordinating this camera. And then, yeah, that's better. This camera's just been a spanner today. I might have to kind of adjust it. Hold on. I made an adjustment to the camera. It wasn't going to play ball, but now I managed to do it. So there's your new enclosure. Like I said, there's plenty of room in there. They're here. I think they are definitely wanting to get into their new home. Underneath, it's gorgeous. Look at this. But anyway, less messing around with these. since they're not a very happy bunny. And I'm going to put them this way, and then I'm going to poke them from behind. Might do them this way, actually. Hold on. Camera adjustment. Guess that's better. So let's get going. And then once I've put these in here, I will chat a little bit about them. So, oops. Here we go. And I'm going to try and aim them for a corner. Let's see how this goes. In you go. Tickle bum bum. In you go. And off they go. Straight to the top. And that's what we want. Lock it. And now they're in there. So they're going to just do the normal tarantula thing, where they'll be worried for a while because it's a new environment, new home, and basically they have to check it all out. So actually they're on the top there. So how cool is that? So that's what majority of all tarantulas do, is hide. Or not hide, sorry. They climb up, but you know, it's probably thinking of a way of getting out. It's just feels very, very insecure at the moment. But like I said, it will settle down and it won't be running for the hills. So let's have a look, and then we'll have a look at the weather's conditions. So Poecilotheria Metallica, also known as the peacock tarantula or the Gouty sapphire tarantula. I've never heard of the Gouty. The peacock tarantula at all. But anyway, it's an old world species of tarantula. It is only blue species of the genus Poecilotheria. Like others in its genus, it exhibits an intricate fractional-like pattern on the abdomen, which they do. The species' natural habitat is deciduous forest in Andhra Pradesh in central southern India. So basically, because it's from India, they do need a bit of humidity because India is a very humid place. And basically in wild, these are classified as critically endangered. So when you buy these, make sure they are bought from a well-known breeder. So let's have a look. So these females can live up to 11 to 12 years. Sorry, females typically live for 11 to 12 years, but in rare instances, they can live up to 15. Males can live 3 to 4 years. So there you go. I do know when they get older, if it is a female, the colour does like darken down again, which is a shame because the colour is really, really beautiful. So let's see. So I'm a bit shaky because I'm holding from above at the moment, and I really do need to sort out my other camera. Ooh, moving forward. They're trying to really hide from me now, aren't they? Right, these are from central India. They're moving, going on a little venture. And they're found within a limited, highly disturbed forest area in Andhra Pradesh, India. So that's pretty cool. So let's put this camera down because they are going on a little bit of a wander. I don't think you can see much at the moment. And let's have a look at the weather in weather fudge. And they are arboreal spiders, and we click search. So according to on my phone, it says, let's bring this out a bit, it's 24 degrees right now, Andhra Pradesh, India. So 24 degrees, so that's quite warm. And but that's probably early on in the day, but it'll go up to 31 degrees. So let's see what else there is. Now it says the humidity is 76%. So, here you go. So that's how you know how to set the conditions for your tarantula, or how you can try and mimic it. That's how I do it anyway. So let's see what the little so-and-so is up to before I end this video. See, they're over here now. So they're definitely checking it all out. Probably thinking, what the fudge happened? Yes, I did change out the water bowl in the end because I thought, you know what, that just looks so flipping stupid. It just doesn't need to be there. So I just put the water bowl it had, the black one there. And when I eventually do get a small glass one, I will replace it. But I'm sure it will web it up in a few weeks' time. Depends. Some spiders are quick at it. Others are pretty slow. Depends on how confident they get. But either way, let's see if I can turn this around a bit. Yeah. There they are. I know you can't see too well through the actual netting. If I can try and angle, maybe phone. Look underneath. Oh, the fudge. You can see the old one now through this. The camera's having none of it. It's like, what are you doing? No, you can't. It's definitely from over the top. But look at that. But they've got plenty of room in there. Probably too much room, but there's no such thing as too much room for a tarantula. That's how I see it anyway. And here we have more enclosures ready to go for other ones that I'm going to move into enclosures, which I can't wait to do. So those will be coming up soon. So what do you think? Now, you didn't see me transferring them from the old enclosure into the catch tube, because you really do need to keep your eye on the ball when it comes to Poecilotheria, and they are well known to be quite fast. So I wasn't going to mess around. I just thought, just to be on the safe side, turn the camera off and transfer them. So I did that, and obviously it didn't work out too well, but obviously you didn't get to see it, which I would have liked to have shown you, but I think I rather want to concentrate more on the tarantula than the camera. So I just thought I'll just turn it off. So my concentration was on the tarantula, and I did keep calm, and I did catch them up and get them in the catch tube. And as you've seen the result, they went straight into their home. So I've put them way up there now, so they're up there somewhere nice and warm, and hopefully they'll live out their life in there. So I'm quite pleased. The enclosure, the downside of this enclosure that I had, their old enclosure, in fact it's here, is because I couldn't get them from the top, it made it awkward. So, and like I said, this lock's really loose. It needs really tightening up. So I didn't really want to risk, see, look how easy it popped open. So I didn't really want to risk the tarantula being in here while I was messing around with it, because chances are they could have bolted and ended up anywhere. And at the end of the day, I'd rather not risk that. So I thought, remove them, put them in something bigger, and it worked out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.